Well, thank you for joining me here for this extended weather coverage. I'm meteorologist Emily Owen, and I've got you for the next 10 minutes. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. It was a warmer afternoon across the Tennessee Valley. Now, we've been very nice actually through the past couple of days. Temperatures were on the cooler side, well below average. We saw a cloud cover that helped to keep us on the cooler side as well, and a little bit of drier air moved in. So that's why we saw those cooler temperatures. But we've got more moisture building into the area, and those temperatures are gradually going to start to rise heading into the next 7 days. 94 was the high today in Florence, 90 in Pulaski. Fayetteville saw 90, 92 was the high temperature today in Huntsville. 90 down in Coleman. Fort Payne saw a high right around 87 degrees. So upper 80s, low 90s. It was a good range of summer temperatures across the area. Now, highs this week, they are going to remain a little below average, but we will be back in the 90s by early part of next week. Now, that's not to say that some of us couldn't hit the 90s heading into this weekend, because we all know the western side of the Tennessee Valley, so areas really west of I-65, they tend to run a little warmer than the rest of us across the area. So wouldn't be surprised if areas like the Shoals hit the 90s this weekend. But for the most part, we're expected to stay in the upper 80s. And looking beyond this weekend, we do have low 90s returning on Monday and Wednesday of next week. As of right now, of course, forecasts could change between now and then. Our average high for this time of year, right around 92 degrees, so we're just a little below average. Now, the Climate Prediction Center, they have us forecasted to see above average temperatures heading into the second week of August. So beyond the 7-day forecast, we're going to be seeing those temperatures warm on up there. So we didn't really see a whole lot heading into the morning part today and into the lunch part today as well. But notice right now, we're starting to see that rain move on in throughout the Tennessee Valley, and we're seeing some rain. Just saw a little bit of raindrops on our camera right there. We're starting to see some rain here right outside the FOX54 studio, and we'll continue to track showers and a few thunderstorms on the FOX54 radar probably throughout the next couple of hours. The rain, though, was helping to cool us off, some of us at least. Pulaski sitting at 82, Huntsville right at 86 degrees, but notice Fort Payne 77. Where they're currently sitting at because of the rain cooled air that we've got going on. Now, temperature is going to fall into about the low 70s for the overnight tonight, and I would say probably beyond 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight, we'll start to dry out, and we'll stay dry for the early part of tomorrow. We're not expected to see more rain move through until about the afternoon tomorrow. If you do see rain, I don't have a whole lot of rain in the forecast for tomorrow, but we're headed towards the low 70s for the overnight tonight, and we'll probably bottom out right around 70 for tonight, and we'll continue to see a partly to mostly clear sky. Heading into the afternoon tomorrow, upper 80s, low 90s for some of us, and we will see mostly sunshine, but scattered showers and a few thunderstorms going to be in the forecast there as well. So high temperatures, warm today, warm tomorrow, and like I said, we'll see a little bit of rainfall heading into the afternoon. So your Friday morning commute to work or school, rain shouldn't be an issue, maybe a few clouds here and there. Heading into the afternoon, once we start to really see those temperatures warm up, we'll start to see that rain pop up on our FOX54 radar. Maybe a few thunderstorms, and so this rain could be moderate to heavy at times, so just be mindful of that. And we'll keep rain in the forecast through at least the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hour tomorrow. But if you do have any Friday night plans, maybe you want to go shopping, go to dinner, I don't know what you want to do on your Friday night, but if you are planning to spend any part of it outdoors, it's not going to be bad to do so. In fact, we'll probably start to dry out then as well. And heading into late Friday night, early Saturday morning, we should be dry for that period of time. And then the early part of our Saturday morning, probably until about lunchtime, I would say, that's when we will remain dry, and beyond lunch, that's when we'll start to see a little bit of rain pop up on the FOX54 radar. But Saturday only has about a 10% chance of rain, so we're not expected to track a whole lot of rainfall moving through heading into the weekend. It only increases to about a 20% heading into Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday of next week, that's when we will see a majority of the rain fall throughout the next 7 days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week, with Tuesday and Thursday being the highest rain chances so far. It's only about a 50% chance of rain, so it won't be a washout, but we will see more scattered rainfall. Now, our drought monitor, we are starting to see some dry areas pop up on the drought monitor. I would say probably heading into September, into early October, we're really going to start to see this light up and potentially even see some severe drought. That's usually what we see. That's our, I guess you could say, average for the drought monitor. We will start to see more areas included within the dry category as well. So portions of Giles and Lincoln counties are in the dry category. We've got Colbert and Franklin counties in the dry category, and then southern Coleman County in the dry category. Now, we have seen some rain, a little bit of rainfall, but like I mentioned, August into September, that's when we start to get into a little bit of a deficit. That's why we start to see that drought monitor start to increase in its coverage. So we will start to see moisture build back into the area as well. We have had a little bit of drier air. That's what's helped to keep us on the comfortable side. But notice how some of these greens start to turn a little bit darker heading into the weekend. That's when we're really going to see that humidity change. This is Sunday afternoon. Notice how we do start to see that darker green area take over. And we'll stay that way heading into Monday afternoon as well. So the moisture is what's going to keep things on the stickier side heading into this weekend and early next week. That's why it's going to feel a little warmer than the actual air temperature. We'll see those heat index values a little bit warmer, actually back in the lower 100s heading into Monday and Tuesday of next week. But looking for tomorrow, 97 is what it's expected to feel like. 96 on Saturday, feeling like 99 potentially on Sunday, and then we'll be back in the lower 100s heading into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Now, we are watching a few areas for some tropical development here, and it's really out in the Atlantic, not going to pose a threat really to a whole lot of land. Essentially, these probably will just be fish storms is what we like to call them, or they don't really have a whole lot of impact towards land. Definitely won't impact us here in the Tennessee Valley. But throughout the next 7 days, we are watching this one area, this orange area that you see right here. About a 60% chance for development throughout the next 7 days. And of course, we're also watching this yellow area that's just right off from New York. So about a 20% chance for development throughout the next 7 days. If anything, it probably will bring a little bit of rainfall to the extreme northeastern coastlines. But other than that, we're not really expecting that particular area to turn into anything of a sort. So Atlantic hurricane names. Throughout this year, we are on Erin, so we've got Dexter. Dexter has already turned into a post-tropical cyclone out in the Atlantic, so we're not worried about Dexter anymore. So Erin will be the next name. If we start to see that orange area increase in strength and it turns into some sort of a tropical wave, we could potentially see a tropical depression out of it. That's when we would have a named storm. Like I said, it's looking like Erin will be the next name on the list. And here's a look at the rest of the names that we have for this year. We've got Jerry on the list again, Karen, Melissa on the list again, and looking beyond then, even Rebecca, Sebastian, we're seeing these names start to filter back in. They start to rotate these names if they don't retire them. So some of these names look a little familiar to you. That's because you've seen them before. So your 7-day forecast, we will see those temperatures reach the upper 80s for Friday, heading into the weekend. A little bit of rainfall in the forecast for both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, it's only about a 10% chance for rain, 20 heading into Sunday. So most areas might not even see any sort of rainfall at all heading into the weekend. Now, I showed you the rain chances for early next week earlier in this show, and it looks like Tuesday and Thursday of next week will be the days that we see majority of the rain falling that we've got forecasted throughout the next